Hello and welcome back after a long time lapse. Well, actually, time lapses are by default not that long as they are lapsed time. But yeah, that and also the title screen, of course. Where we are because we finished the Octagon Park, which I can safely say was a record-breaking park because yeah. About the park value, huh? Wow, was it crazy or was it crazy? Come on. 231,000 game euro bucks. That is crazy. I can only confirm this. And yeah, we're starting to work our way into the bottom half here. Which, well, all I can say is that we're making progress here, right? Even though the last park took very long. And I have been warned that there are quite a few more parks in here that take really long. So, yeah. We'll see. Maybe this is for more than 200 videos over here. Maybe it is not. Anyway, the next one is Pleasure Island. And we are going to play that right now. So, pause it first. A long, thin island makes a challenging setting to build a selection of coasters. The objective is to have 10 different types of roller coasters operating in your park, each with an excitement value of at least 6. Say what now? So we have, basically we have the same goal, but easier. I mean, a game. I just did this already in a much more difficult setting. In fact, I even challenged myself for more difficult coasters and stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, as per usual, yeah, that's all free. So let's open it up first, you know. Wow. I mean, anybody who comes here will have absolutely nothing to do here. Now, before we continue up, first I want to have a look at the lay of the land. Oh, wow, it doesn't even continue over there. Oh my good lord. Oh no, we're doomed. Oh wow, are we doomed? I mean, I just now realize the challenge that we have here. Oh wow. Now, just to be sure. Okay, it's not that bad actually. But it is bad. It's not that bad. But it is very bad. I mean, look at this. And those are only the construction rights, so we have to start at least on the island and maybe expand the station outwards, but we have to start on the... Oh man! And also, because of this, I don't know, how high are we up here? Yeah, the underground is basically forbidden terrain here. It's not much we can do. Okay, so yeah, this is challenging then, huh? Or at least more challenging. I now see what the devs meant with this. Also, let us check out what we have available here. And of course, the most important bit is coasters. So we have, this is... I don't know. I have a feeling that these type of coasters might not be really that nice over here because they're compact, and I think key here is to weave in coasters in between. So this might not be good. This is definitely not good. I mean, we know that. This is good. I think this is like really nice here. Well, this is also rather nice. You know, on the other hand, I mean, the upside of these, I say they're compact. The upside of these is that they don't take up a lot of space. So there's that. You know, and this is nice. This doesn't take up a lot of space at all. So then there's this, which is a good starter. Nice, very nice. Difficult. We've seen that. Very difficult, in fact, because I think the only way to get a really nice coaster in here is with low banked curves. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what does it look like? Like a worm. This is just like a rain worm here, you know, just crawling along the water here, trying to avoid a bird. Yeah. But anyway, this is nice. This is easy. Same with this one. Yeah. Oh man. I mean, I'm up for doing the same challenge again that I did in the previous park. I mean, why not, right? They have lowered the ratings that we need to get by 1 point. So, I mean, I don't see any reason for us not to make this a little bit more challenging than it already is. Now, I am curious, how deep does this go? Because I believe you need a 2 height above the surface for building rights, but it could also be 3. If it's the latter, it means that we can only build on the same height as this flat terrain here. But if it's 2, then we still run into the same problem. Yeah, so it is probably 2, and we need to stay on the same height over here. I guess that's the way how things are gonna be. So, you know what this means? This park will mean very, very tight planning. But on the other hand, I've also had a request for this park to go all out on the roller coaster research. And at the same time, I feel like making this challenging. So, I don't know what we'll do, I don't think we'll start with the roller coasters. But maybe at the end, maybe our 10th coaster we will, we'll do like the main bulk of them, and then, at the last bit we're gonna start doing some research. But for now, I want these first ones, and I'm just gonna do a count. Like we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 coasters. Wow, we don't need coasters. We have coasters for days. And even then some. This is good. Oh, this is very good, actually. This is plenty. I don't know if we'll build this. Because, I mean, what's gonna happen? Like, if we do like a free range rowing attraction and we have guests over here, yeah, that's gonna be bad. They're just out in the ocean. What a park, man. What a park. Oh, wow. This is really, really, really going to be a challenge. I know it already. And then over here, what do we have? Oh, it's not bad. It's not bad. On the upside, we don't really need to think about our logistics of the park, because that's easy. Right, now, as for the eggheads, let's get this stuff sorted. I think what we should do is go with the maximum. And just do up the thrill rides first. And then do up the gentle rides. And then the shops and stalls. And then we'll end up with the roller coasters pretty soon. Anyway, because there isn't that... Look what we have already. What's going to be added to this? The bicycle ride? The Haunter Mansion, the Mirror House thing. And the maze. And that's about it. I mean, and the tower, the observation tower, and that's it. Same over here. What are we gonna get? We're gonna get the ship. We're gonna get the scrambler egg. We're gonna get the the rotodrop and the other tower. I even forget the name, and the spinning wheel of death. And that's about it. I mean, so there isn't that much to research, and we have a hell of a lot to build. Let's go to our finances and see how much we are allowed to build. That's not much. I recall that being 2,000 less than the previous park. But I might recall this wrong. Right, and now, you know what we're gonna do? We are going to color our stuff. Because I never did this, and I kind of discovered this like a few parks back. How about we go with orange mechanics? Or orange handy dudes. Because orange is like the jumpsuit color, right? So our handy dudes here are inmates. And then we have black mechanics, because they work with the grease and all. We have blue. Where is the blue in this? I mean, the guards keep looking black. Where is the blue? Oh, wait, it's a trimming. Oh. Right, well, we'll have blue because that's the police colors. We've switched it around here, right? Now then, what are we going to start out with? How about we start out with the path? And we need to lay this down very, very careful. Because spaces is the premium. Now, what I'm thinking is our very first coaster will have the station be on this line here. So from here till over here, and it will really be like at the start here. And we're probably gonna start off with like a really compact style. And if we build really compact, what we can do, that's gonna be like a real challenge. But what we can do is like divide this in like 10 segments. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And do that again. Let us add like some well, I need to get like the first park up and, or the first bit of the park up and running before I make a divide, because else the guests are gonna come in and they're gonna leave because there's nothing to do. So what we're gonna do is we're going to have this path go up till the trees, and this over here will be like the first section. All right, just to get something going, because yeah, I mean. Right now, there isn't that much to do. So, there we go. And then, wow, do you hear the silence? It is deafening. And then, let us go over here. And then, up till there. Right, so this is going to be the first section. And look, here is our very first... I love this. There is no guest in the park, yet still this is the second guest. Who is loaded? You are very rich. Nice. Right, anyway, yeah, we're probably like the first few guests, they're probably gonna leave. Also, I did forget to check out the scenery, but yeah, I think we can all see what the current state of affairs is. There we go. Do like a few these, and then let's also add like a few jumping fountains. We might as well, you know, do the whole thing proper right now. So there we go. Nice. Right. Then I think before we start building anything, we do need to make sure that we got our facilities covered. So we are not going to neglect any of this stuff. I don't think anybody will need a park here per se, or a park map, but we're gonna place down the park map stuff anyway. Let's just go with black, white, and gray. Let's also, because we don't need guest counts, let's go with like the crazy umbrella price trick, because guest numbers don't matter here. And I love the money that we're gonna get of it. This is bonkers, but I feel like it is justified that I go this crazy. This is really crazy. Anyway, let's also get like... we don't really need to go all out with swag and everything. We don't need like the bases at least in here. Also, toilets are not free. There you go. Open up, of course. And there's no... Could we get toilet music? Because the park is so silent that I would love some music in here. We don't really have that much to choose from when it comes to food stuff. So I'll do this. And then, wow, look, and these guests, you know, the ones that you see walking over here, these are the guests that come only for the food stuff. You're tired? Alright, you're tired. Well, let's just get a burger bar down and leave it at that for the moment. And see how we're gonna do this exactly. So, there we go. We have the basic necessities down. Are we gonna start out with a coaster straight away? I feel like that would be bad. Let's start out with some music. Now, as for like the park boundaries, in theory, we should be able to smack this on this corner and have it be operatable. In theory, that should work. Let's see. Can I do this? I can. Nice. This doesn't tell me that much. because I believe all the terrain here that we have is, you know, we are building over here above the terrain on the water. That's unlike the floor, you know, the flat seabed flooring. I'm more curious about these sloped hills, but we'll worry about those in a moment. As for the amount of people that we can have on this, I thought it was 15. No, it was 16. Nice. So in that case, the entrance needs to be here. And then, yeah. Right. And then 3 in the way. That's not for long. And the same over there, not for long. Alrighty. Exit. And then this and booyah. Ladies and gentlemen, we almost had our very first ride in the park. Almost. But not quite. Alright, good. Now you know what? Let's change these to be dark blue. How cool is that? Shall we go with like, or let's go with just the white? Because you know, these are also white. These entry signs. Though I feel the white is more like gray, but minor detail, minor detail. Now then, because we now have rides, it's also time for staff. And staffing it we will. So, there we go. Now, I mean, well, to me, this is like the true snake, you know? This is like a worm. So why don't we call this, Monty Python? Because of the Python thing, right? Oh, and hear the music. Nice. I like it. I like it. We won't be hearing that much of it just yet. Because we need to get some... let's also not go with green. Let's go classic here. I want to go classic. There. Nice. But we need to get some rides set up, you know. We need to get our basic infrastructure set up, so... Also, because of this small island, let us actually have the handy dudes mow the grass. Would that be a bad idea? I feel like it wouldn't. Well, let's have the handy dudes mow the grass. I feel like that would be doable. So, and then I have one mechanic. Nice, and there we are. We have our very first ride, and we need to add a second ride here. Probably going to be this, the Garvatron. Yeah, let's add that. And now I'm curious, would we be able to do this? I feel like we wouldn't be. Wait, we are? Oh, now this changes a lot. Let me get back to this for a moment. This means, in theory, that we could build just way back out here. And in theory, we could even do an exit path that would sneak up behind here and connect... no, it's not gonna connect there. But in theory, this is not just theory. This means that we have a lot more building options available for us all of a sudden. I'm not sure if we want to build over here. But for the sake of compact building, which I feel like the true key to victory over here is not in the coasters, but it is in the park planning. So let's relocate you. No, I want to pick you up there, and let us balls. Let us build you here, I believe it was. That is possible. Oh, this is nice. I like this. I like this quite a lot, in fact. this opens up a lot of possibilities, ladies and gents. All of a sudden, this park isn't that difficult anymore. Wait, didn't I say that this was a thing that is not possible? I vividly recall myself just saying that. So now this is gonna be like a shared exit. We will not use up too much real estate here. And then go with the white background. And then also no entry. And that's like the true key here. No entry. Alright, well, nice. Nice. Let me see. What can we do here? Well, you know, let's go berserk straight away. So we have something for the faint-hearted and something for the not so faint-hearted. There we go. Garvitron up and running. Very nice. It's a bit of a shame that you have to be in this view in order to see the building rights section. So it's gonna be a little bit tight in terms of planning stuff out, because we're kind of obligated to this view. We'll see what we can do. Yeah. So I know for a fact that this requires its own handy dudes. I mean, there's no denying that. Probably also clever to do this, so I can share the burden of mowing the grass a little. Let's quickly set this up beyond just naming it and opening it. We need a name for this. Why don't we call this fish bait? Because it's all in reference of that one worm that is this island that we're building on. You know what I should do? I should look up the Latin name for worm and then rename the park. Because we are playing on a worm in the end. This is like, you know, those internet worms. That's, you know, that was like a hype, yeah, like back in the day, you know, for viruses you had for the computer, and then you also had worms. Not just the game, but actual worms that could infest everything. Oh yeah, those were the days. Alright, as for coloring though, I don't feel like going too fancy, because we did that in the previous park, and I feel like we shouldn't do that again. So I'm gonna go a bit more classy here. With the red and the whites, I like this. I like this already, you know, nothing too fancy. I think this looks good. Nice, okay, so then our very first coaster. I think we should just dive straight in and start, you know, get the finances of this park on the road. So we said that we were gonna build this coaster, and we're gonna build it over here on this line of tiles, and I still stand by that because we have the room to develop this thing here. Now also, station platform too long, or is that because of... Ooh, there is actually quite the room here. And we could even go one more to the back, but we're not gonna, because we're gonna utilize that space later on. But what we do want to do is get this sorted first thing, which is easy. If you take a look at that, that's definitely easy. Ooh, nice. I like this. I believe that if we go with the large corner, yeah, see, I pretty much knew it, I just wanted to be sure of it. Also, that's not gonna happen unless we do something like this. Now, I don't really want to make things too impossible right from the get-go. And I also don't really want to extend out too far with this coaster. I mean, all we need to get really is... oh, wow. Okay. That was kind of unexpected. Also, we might want to introduce lifting already over here. already? You're a new ride. I didn't pay for this crap to break down. What is this? I'm getting scammed here. Oh man, that's really bad. Already the thing is breaking down. It is notorious for breaking down quite a lot though. Who can I blame other than myself for importing all the cheap Chinese ware? Also, just let me pause it here for a moment, because I feel that we would only really do justice to this coaster if we manage to get this into the underground. And so long as we have the right approach, in theory, that is doable. In theory, he says. Let me just have a quick look here. So we can only move this over by one. Let's do that. Let's move this over. Which I believe requires this. This, I believe. This should be the right line. But then... Now, what is the terrain height? That's 8. So we want to be approaching this only one further. So... And then it's not gonna work out. We are now at like... balls. Yeah, so we are actually out one too far. So this is like the right line of tiles that we need to have here. And then we just do this. This basically. Because this is gonna be like a guaranteed 8 into the ratings machine if we manage to pull this off. I'm just telling you right now. Boop. And then, look, already we can go up here. Wait. Hold on a second. Wait just a second. What exactly are we doing here? Yeah, we need to be... I have a feeling we might have to do some terraforming, and then all of a sudden I'm worried about where exactly our station is. Because my idea is like very cool, which it always is. But I feel like the execution here might not be as flawless as I thought it would be. Yeah, I totally haven't taken account of the fact that there's like a station there, and the moment we resurface, which would be straight up, well, that means we would need to maybe this is doable. I have a feeling that it's not, but now this would then need to be something like this. Then we run into the next issue, which is called park boundaries. And I have a feeling we are not ready to deal with them. Yeah. I mean, we make it out here, but... Yeah. Wait. Plan B. What we could also do, but then we run into resurfacing issues, and we would screw up our queue. As I was about to say, like we have like this line here, but there's an end. That's also like really difficult to pull off. I'm almost certain that it's not gonna be possible to do like a curve like this, but let's try it against better judgment. No, that ain't gonna happen. So it needs to be this, or else it's undoable. Now, what would be in the way over here? Also already. Yeah, it's these tracks, man. I don't know if this is gonna work out. I think we might have gone a little bit overboard here, and yeah, forgot what kind of park that we're in. Unless we pull this hole now, but then there's the path. There's no way we're ever gonna get a better exit than this. That's a shame. I want this underground section to happen here so badly. Isn't there any other possibility? You know what we could also do? We close up the the exit here of the underground, and we actually go into we go deeper, make like a curve around, and then have us resurface. Because what I want to do with the exit path is basically, or the queue is have it hook up over here. So maybe what we should do then is go into the underground and then do some fancy resurfacing like over here, and then get back. Oh, all of a sudden, yeah, let's go with plan B here. I think plan B all of a sudden isn't so bad. Come on, game. Thank you. Nice. I believe if we go down one further, we should now be able to raise or lower the land. Really? It's fine. Because what height do we need to be at, and how much room do I still have? Apparently I am allowed to build over here. Now this is right now we're getting into it's a little bit more tricky situation. What I need to do is I need to line myself up for exiting over here, but that's not as easy as one might think. How much leeway do I? I can actually go quite a bit. All right. So we're gonna lay down a little bit of a boring section over here. Oh, that's actually not allowed. Right, helix up small. That is allowed. Interesting. Now we can't really go that much higher yet because of the park. We can do that over there. And then, okay, maybe back one? I mean, back even one further? It's not gonna work out. It says I need to do terraforming. Basically, that's a good sign though, but not in our case. It tells me that we are really close to the surface, but at the same time, I know. Ooh, this might be it. Yeah, this is definitely it. Okay, so this is doable, but only just, and I don't really like doing this because yeah, that is rather tight. Maybe what we should do is, would we be able to? No, it's not gonna happen. Right, so here was the plan that I had. I wanted this thing to go around here, and then go over here and return to the station. That was the plan, but it's not as easy as it seems. Definitely not. What we could also do, I have a different idea though. Maybe what we should do is instead... Yeah, no, this also ain't gonna work out. I mean, we can't even get now. That's not gonna work out. So we want this, and then this. No, is this gonna work? No. Let's just heading on to the other coaster. Oh, straight away. Interesting. Speed on this thing is like abysmal right now. You have got to be kidding me. Are we actually doing the thing that I wanted to do here? It almost seems like it. It doesn't just almost seem like it. We are, in fact, doing the exact thing that I wanted. You have got to be kidding me. And let me see here. We are just above our own station height. Where is the... Oh, we already have quite a bit of leeway. If we... Hold on a second. Oh, that's a shame. That's a real shame, you know that? Alright, yeah, okay, so I was on the right track, so to say, with this section here. And this needs to be like one more over here. If only that would be doable. Oh. Okay, so this is actually a little bit of a difficult, more difficult section. So let's break this. Let's break this to 35. I think that would be good. Because right now we are really on the park border. I wonder if we would be able to... Yeah, nice. Oh, that's good. Well, that's a shame. Oh man, this is so difficult to build over here. You do not want to know. Can I? Can't I? No. Right. Okay. We need to do this in a different way. Basically, this whole drop down here is kind of barring us from doing anything good here. I think what our approach should be is to let's redo this thing, shall we? I have a better plan for this. First of all, we're not gonna bank it here, and then what we could do is just do like a slight curve. Okay, so it's not really liking that. In that case, does it like it over here? It does. Nice. Look, this is, I believe, oh, we're at height 7. Let's stay at the height of the station. But I think this is much better. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I already see. Wow. And then because this is all banked, we can actually go at high speeds. And we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let's test it straight away. Wow, this was already instantly a rather difficult build, but we have our underground section, and that makes me think that this park is pretty much or this coaster is pretty much a guaranteed 6 in the ratings. Also, because this is like our very first coaster, how about we go bonkers with the path? And are we able to do this? We are not. What we should do. Is this just to see if this is possible? We would need to go up here, but that's not possible. Well, in that case, it is gonna be like this. I don't know, that's a bit long, I must admit. Not really as long as I had planned this to be, but okay. It is what it is right now. Let us get like a fixed mechanic here. Yeah, and you will just have to walk this area, mechanic. This is gonna be your area. I cannot help it. You need to keep this coaster from crashing. Look, we did it straight away. Nice. Okay, we also have next to no money. That's another downside. So this coaster better make us all the money that we need. Now the good thing is, it is short. And with 3 trains, this is like the most insane throughput ever. So this is going to make us loads of money. But yeah, we are also going to need it. So there's that. Oh, and also, yeah, I might not keep this island as beautiful as I thought I would keep it. Oh man, I have butchered it already. It is ugly as crap, but whatever. You know, we'll keep it like this. So there we are with our first coaster. Why don't we call this the King of Worms. and we write it like this, you know, the King of Worms. What is it? It's making a black stain. Oh, it's better over here. The King of Worms. All we need to do is color this. We are going to make this a lovely pink worm with you know, a pinkish goo on the inside. To be honest, I quite like the colors that this thing has. Maybe the brown looks better, but the black supports is definitely a keeper. So there we are, guys. We have coaster 1 of 10 sorted with, well, we did expand a little bit over here. But there is room over here for tracks for future coasters. So it's not like we used up that much real estate. And with only a 6 in terms of the ratings, we can actually get away with really tiny coasters. I have the feelings all of a sudden the whole challenge seems to me a little bit less of a challenge. But we're gonna see how difficult it is. And, well, you know, discover how we're gonna have to divide up the park, if we're gonna do like 10 separate ones, or if we're gonna interweave it and make it the ultimate spaghetti worm next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.